domain creation.
Mm-hmm.
So we will go to like our Oracle installation, means Weblogic installation path, and which is called middleware home.
Okay.
Some people call it the Oracle home also, but in Weblogic it is called middleware home. So I installed here Oracle 12c. So this is my middleware home, and these are the installation directory got created as part of a product. So if you remember, we have installed WebLogic plus Corens. So Corens also came into the picture. Now this Oracle Common, all these scripts and everything will be there inside Oracle Common, and inside WL server the server related like information will be there, and whatever deployable library, those will be there. And more important is here, like if you go here and Oracle Common, and if you see their common and bin, so these are the scripts to like make use of those depending on our requirement. So this common env, if you open this common env dot cmd, so this script is used to initialize the common environment to start the WebLogic server. So format order. So here it is saying set middleware home or the WebLogic home, and all the things will be defined here, and inside that it is going and it is calling this com base environment.cmd. So if you go this common com base env.cmd, it will be here only. So it will okay, this is the same file it is mentioned, com.env.cmd, and it will set all the parameters whatever defined here. So this is the one script, and here if you see config.cmd or config.sh, this is for creating the domain. So here we need to execute this one, and it will open the GUI. So here it will have all these setups commands defined. So it will open the graphical user interface for us, and we can create the domain. So this is the like of our bat file. So here if you see this, this is for shell script, like for Linux or Unix. So let me open this one. Save changes, save. So this is the script for us, which will like assist in creating the domain. We are not supposed to touch anything on this one. Even if we try to create the domain by using silent mode or some other mode, means through scripting, we will call this script and configure. That's all. So as of now, this is the executable command prompt. So it's Windows. So we will go to here and execute this one. So I will go here and this path and execute this config.cmd. If it is Linux, simply I type /config.sh. So it will execute and open the GUI for me. So as this is Windows, so as this is Windows, so I'll go and execute config.cmd. So you can note down that how to execute in Linux /config.sh.
Yeah, I'm like, you know.
So we will do this one, and it will open the GUI for me. So this configuration wizard is getting open. If something wrong with this, like a file, or something, someone touched it, this GUI will not come and will throw the error. So here there are two types of thing: create a new domain, update an existing domain. It means if you have already domain created, you can update that. Means whatever resources, means whatever servers or data sources are created, you can update existing domain and create few more resources. So it will update the existing domain. So we don't have any domain. So I'll say create a new domain, and here this is the domain location. You can change it also, but in general, in a normal like for practice purpose, we will go ahead and change. We will create here user projects and domains, but it's not like that. Every time this user projects and domains should be there.
So in real time, we will use the same structure, or we will change the structure?
No, we will not use in real time. We will not use our this same structure. I'll cover when we talk more on this. So generally in Linux, what happens? We have like domains, and in that, what we do, we will create the domain, and we will use pack and unpack for like to move to different hardware. So that time this structure totally gets changed. So as per Oracle recommendation, we don't do that. You can note it down, like these are the let me note it down so that I'll cover, and at least I'll cover overview of that one. What does it mean? So from where we can get the information. So there is something called EDG, Enterprise Deployment Guide. This is purely guidelines defined by Oracle. So every production environment, pre-prod or stage, will follow this blindly.
Oh, for stage also we have to follow this.
Yeah, because the stage is a direct replica of this one, production.
Okay.
So basically, whatever we do, like UAT, this will go as it is in production. We don't change anything. So always remember that stage should be direct replica of production to reproduce the issue. Suppose there are some issues reported in production, so we will try to reproduce the issue in stage, because we can enable the tracing, and we can collect the logs. In production, troubleshooting is very difficult. So if it is not exact replica, it's very difficult to troubleshoot the issue. But it's not a hard and fast rule that it should be exact replica as per production. It depends on client requirement also, whether he has that much hardware or not. But in 99% of the cases, stage will be direct replica of production. So here, this is the base domain. So I'll give. We will create like so many domains. So I'll give this 2nd December domain, and you can change the location also. And now I'll click on next. Invalid, no. Okay, it's not taking this, I think. Alphanumeric, it's not taking in the beginning. So I will give training December domain. Then these are the things here. Means templates available. Means these templates have certain things defined. So if you want coherence and other things, you can use this one. Otherwise, it's plain domain we are creating. So this is the default selected one. So I'll use basic Weblogic server domain. If I create domain for SOA server, once I install this SOA product, it will show here that particular thing also. So we can choose that. Now these are the product templates comes in the my product. If you have some, we can define the template. Like suppose I have some domain created, so I can create the template from that, and I can choose that create domain using custom templates. So whatever things are there in template, we can use that. As of now, I'm creating plain domain, so I will not touch anything. Later part, I'll show you how we can create the template and what is the use of that. So here we will click on next. So here password it should be 8 character alphanumeric. So generally we keep welcome 1. So I'll give password welcome 1. Username in welcome W I kept caps. See, password must contain at least 8 alphanumeric characters with at least one number or a special character. Okay, so I kept welcome 1. So I'll this is the password I kept. Now click on next. So here there are two mode. One is the development mode, another is the production mode. So first I'll tell development mode what it contains, and then I'll tell production mode. So in development mode, like we will have the domain created for development purpose, and in production mode we will have for like higher environment. Production mode provides more secure configuration, and development mode provides some more features for developers to do the development frequently. So first I'll create development mode. Tomorrow I'll create in production mode, or you can create in production mode tomorrow, and we will compare your domain and my domain. What is the difference? Okay.
Okay.
So that you will come to know. So you can note down as action item. You have to create the domain in production mode. Once a domain is created, there is no difference whether it's created in Windows or it's created in Linux. JDK also, this is the JDK we use for during installation, if you remember, and other JDK location also you can browse here depending on your Weblogic version.
Okay, sure.
So this is the domain location we used yesterday. If you see here, this Java bin, I went there and execute this one. So that's why it is showing this particular thing. Click on next. So here these are the things which you can manage. So if you want to modify any settings, you can select this one, or we can add these later through Weblogic console as well. So as of now, I will go and click on next, and I'll see. So this is the thing it is creating. It will create only one admin server. If I don't choose anything, if I choose anything, this one or this one or this one, see how these are getting. See, as of now it's plain domain it will create if I don't select anything, and my admin server by default will run on 7001 port.
Okay, then why again it's showing the admin server? It's already by default it's coming, right? Why it is giving that option for it?
Yeah, so why it is giving option? Because if you want to modify any settings, if you have seen some other environment, there is no guarantee that it will admin server should run on 7001. It may run on 5001 or 9001 or some other port.
Yes.
So if you click on this one, and now click next button, it will show here what all local addresses means whatever addresses map to your local machine, you can access the Weblogic console. And even you can change the port also. Even you can change the name also, admin server name also.
Oh, what's the listen address and listen port? I know. What's listen address means? Post me?
Listen address. If you go to here, my computer, right click, check on properties. So here computer name is YO. So as of now, whatever it's like, it's not showing any IP, but whatever like in LAN and all the things, if you include all the addresses, all local addresses, you can access your domain like this one, HTTP.
Oh, that means host name. All user address means host name.
Yeah, host name mapped to this one. So you can access by this one and also by this one. This is the by default localhost only, right? 127. This one, and another with computer name or your system IP. If you want to change it to system IP, you can change it, but generally we will keep local addresses. And here 7001 is the default port for HTTP call. For HTTP secure connection, you can click on enable SSL, and default port for enable SSL is 7002. You can change both these two if you want to customize. If you don't want to customize, you just keep it like it will run. HTTP by default will run on 7001 and HTTPS will run on 7002. See, these are the numbers which you can assign to your port number 1 to 65,535. These are the numbers available to assign the port. Now go back. I did not select these two.
Yeah, understood.
Okay, so here node manager and all these things you can try by your own, or tomorrow we will create domain in production mode. So I'll select these and show you. As of now, just I wanted to cover what are the things we can. Whatever you choose, it will show. If you don't choose, it will by default create admin server which will run on 7001. That's why each domain will have one admin server, or one admin server can manage one domain.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Click next, and then I'm just done. Now I'll create. Click on create, and meanwhile it is processing. If you see here in my Oracle middleware home, as of now these many directories are there. So this file came here, domain registry. It is creating. So this file came here in domain registry, and I have taken a screenshot of this one. We will see the difference. So it's done. Click on next. It's succeeded. This is the domain location, and this is the domain URL. If you want to start the admin server, click on this one. But generally, we will not do this, so that we will see what happens, or how to start from the other way. If you want to start right away, you can click here. Check in this box. It will start the admin server for you.
Yeah.
So I clicked on this finish. Now see, this user projects got created. Inside domains, there is this training December domain. If you go inside, this is the auto deploy folder. So in this folder, whatever code you place, Java code, it will auto deploy. You don't need to do the manual deployment. So this auto deploy directory gets created when we select a domain in development mode. If we select in production mode, this directory will not exist. So this is the one of the difference. So tomorrow, when we create the domain in production mode, it will not create this directory.
Okay, understood.
You keep noting down, although I provide the notes, but you also note it down some few steps, like whatever you feel important.
Yeah, sure.
And this config folder, yesterday we talked about config.xml. So if you go inside config folder, this is the file which it contains all the configuration related information. Training December, domain version, name, and this is the realm. Security realm means my username and password related information will come here. If you see, this is the like username, and this is the password in encrypted form. This one, same password is mapped for this one. Means this node manager also. We will talk about what is a node manager. So this is my realm information. In any case.
Okay, I have a question here. Suppose if we change this password here, if we remove the encrypted password here.
You can't do that. There is other way to how to change the password. Once your domain is created, you should not change the password in any circumstance. Otherwise, your domain will crash.
Okay.
We can change the password. I'll tell you through scripting, but we are not supposed to change the password.
Okay.
And then this information we never touch for any domain in any environment, especially in production environment. We should not touch.
Okay.
And this is the server detail here. Admin server and SSL port we selected 7002, and we did not change the default port and host. That's why it's coming like here. Listen address is blank. It means it is taking all local addresses. You remember in that screen we selected all local addresses.
Yeah.
So that's why it's coming. If you select some particular thing, then this thing will come like this one.
Okay.
This thing will come like this one, and it will show that particular host here.
Addresses. Yeah.
And if you change the port from 7001 to other, then this entry will come here, and this will come whether it's 7005 or whatever you give. But you have selected 7001, so these things are not visible. Okay. Now this is the embedded LDAP for my credential. Means Weblogic has LDAP is a lightweight directory. Like if you see our phone directory in earlier, when there will be like telephone, so we used to maintain telephone directory. So it will have all the information, like this is the user, this is the password, this is the kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you come to now like some organization like Wipro or Infosys or any other organization, so they will have LDAP used, so they will maintain their employee information in that directory with different model, like this is the vice president, and this is the like these are the employee working on healthcare, or these are employee working on insurance application. All these information they will maintain. So that is called LDAP. So like that, Weblogic comes with embedded LDAP. Means there is one lightweight directory app which is already comes with inside the domain, and it will manage your username and password. You can create the other users also. Suppose in production environment there will be different teams. You are as a support person, you will have complete access. You can use the Weblogic user, but there might be some other team who needs only like production environment access. We don't give to all, otherwise they will change the configuration and my domain will not be stable. So for that I can give only monitoring access. Means he can only view the Weblogic resources, but he can't see. So all the information, all the users we can create and they will reside in embedded LDAP. On top of this one, we can map our Weblogic domain to external LDAP, but main username and password will be stored in my embedded LDAP. So this is the information here, and once we selected only admin server, so that's why it is showing. If we select add more servers, then it will show those servers as well. So these are the things, and I would suggest don't ever edit this config.xml from the backend. Whatever configuration you want to edit, do it from console. If those are wrong in console will throw error, because that console app is built on Java and it has all the instruction built in. It will throw the error that this is the error you made, and this thing is not valid. So you should discard the changes. If you do mess up something in config.xml, just like I opened, you will not see any error. During startup, it will throw the error that configuration is not valid, or this got messed up. But in most of the cases, you will not be able to troubleshoot through command line. That's why we go to Weblogic console and do the changes, or we use scripting. So this is the configuration file. Inside where it is, this is called domain home. Up to this path, domain home config folder.
Okay.
And then these are some diagnostic information. This is for JDBC. If you create any data source, it will reside here and along with here. So I'll cover slowly, but not now. Now inside configuration, there is some security folder as well. So if you see here, see, it contains one security provider like that embedded LDAP, and that is called realm, my realm. So okay. Here if you come, we went inside config. Now we came to domain home and see this security folder. These 5 files are at most important, especially these 2 and these 2, last 2. These 4 files are half an hour, 30 minutes. So these are the files. We should not touch it. If this gets corrupted, my domain will crash. And you ask for changing the password. So that password information we will change through some commands by using these files.
Okay. Okay.
Now here go to servers. This is the admin server directory is created, and this is the security boot.properties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have Notepad++. I'll install tonight. So here, if you see username, it is not signed. Format order app. Yeah, so it is showing some username is equal to this one, password is equal to this one. So this is the information it stores, and it is important while rebooting the server. So this is another difference in development mode. When we create the domain, it will create the boot.properties for you, and you can restart the servers. It will not ask the password while restarting the server. If you create in production mode, it will ask the password in command prompt. That's why it is more secure. So this is
no, in development also, if you restart, it will ask the password, right?
No. If you select the domain in development mode, then it will not ask. For developers also, they can choose the domain and create in production mode. If you remember that GUI over there, where we selected which domain we want to create, we selected development. That's why auto deploy folder came. And this is the another thing which now see, there is no other information. Once we restart the server, it will so it will create other directories. We will see. We will keep an eye here, and we will go to this one, and here training domain and bin. Here it will it has commands to restart the server. So we will go and start Weblogic. This is the command to start my admin server. Start Weblogic. So if you click on here, it will start. Double click because it's executable file, and it will run the script for you. But if any errors comes configuration related, this window will get closed, so you can't troubleshoot. So what we will do, we go to this directory, this place, and then so it is asking for something. Allow access means it will execute. So that earlier process we double click, that's why it will ask for process in here. So we have to execute this one. Same command, same instruction will get executed here, whatever is executing here. So see, if you see, this is the my output, and I'll show you like here also. If something is messed up, this window gets closed. That's why we should start from here. So this command prompt is my own. So whatever error comes, I can see. Otherwise, I can need to go to the log folder and check. So my server is running now. If you see here,
Okay.
inside servers, admin server we went. Earlier there was only security folder. So these folder temp, logs, data, cache. This particular information, these information, these folders got created when I restart the server first time after creating the domain. Now, if you go to logs, this is the admin server log. This is the admin server log, and it will have same instruction what it does and how it is happening. All the information will be here. So this is the log location by which we check the logs.
Okay. What's the log location? What's the directory structure?
It's a domain, domain home, this one, and then servers. Then if you have more than one server, it will show here. Go to admin server, respective server, and then this is the logs.
Domain name, servers, admin server, log.
Yeah. Let me note down. So I'll share you this particular. Yeah. I'll install Notepad++. It will be easy for me to navigate every time. So this is the day 2 log location, domain home / servers and respective server, admin server, then logs. So corresponding in my machine, this is this one. Where is the startup? How to start that? Start admin server. Go to domain home / bin, and here you type start weblogic.cmd or start weblogic.ss. So this is the location for startup. Now my domain is running, so I can try accessing my domain through localhost.
So whenever we start the server, it automatically starts the domain. No need to start separately.
No. Once you start the server, it means your domain is started.
Okay.
You are accessing first time, so it will deploy the this console application into the server. It's internally, everything is internally. We don't need to deploy separately. And this console app is Java J2E app. That's why you are able to see this GUI.
Okay.
Here, this version is see WebLogic server version 2.2.1.1.0. So there is like there is a difference here. This is one version, and there is one more version. This one. So both needs JDK. So it needs JDK 1.8 update 91 onwards.
Okay.
Something like that. If JDK is not compatible, it will throw error. So here we will give the WebLogic password, and we will enter WebLogic username and password, whatever we kept during domain creation. And third difference in the development domain, here there is no lock and edit. If you create in production mode, it will show lock and edit here. So
lock and edit.
Inside environment, go to here servers. Inside environment, go to servers. You can list. You can see your server name, server configured. If there are more servers, it will show here. Okay. You can stop the servers from here also. Go to control panel, select it, click on shutdown, and there are two options. When work completes means suppose you have some application deployed, and that application is processing some request. So if you click on when work completes, it will shut down after processing all those requests on that server. If you click on force shutdown now, it will reject those requests. So admin server generally doesn't process any load or any live data, because we have a concept called managed server, which can deal with my live data, or we deploy application. We deploy our application to that server. That is called targeting of application. Suppose if you want to deploy some Java app or Java applications, it will ask for target. So in this domain only admin server is there, so we can select admin server. But if there are managed server also, so we can choose depending on my requirement whether I want to target it to managed server or admin server. Is it clear?
Yes.
I'll cover that.
Okay.
So I can shut down from here.
Yeah, that I understood. Yeah.
So here I can shut down. So this is my admin server. Now click on this server. Click on monitoring. State is running. It was active. It started this much time. This was the Weblogic version. This is the Weblogic home. Inside middleware home, this is a Weblogic home. This is middleware home, I already told. And Java vendor, I used Oracle JDK. This is the version which I used. And OS is Windows 8. And this is some OS version 6.2 that I'm not sure what it is.
And now we didn't install SOA, right? So middleware home.
We will talk about another 2 sessions only for Weblogic. Once you are comfortable, then we will install the SOA product.
Okay. Yeah. Once the system, is the Linux system ready?
I think it's ready. So today I have less time. That's why I did not use that. From tomorrow we will use it.
Okay. Yeah.
So these are the information here. Now click on health. So it will show health of all these things. So whatever is deployed here. Okay. And click on performance.
No,
it will show.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Actually, it's moving slowly, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Now I'm able to see health.
Yeah. So health is okay. In general tab, there were location, server name, locations, and all the things. Now health is this one. Server health is okay. Or warning. Warning will come when there are stack threads. I'll tell you which scenario stack thread will come. Performance. This is the heap size.
So to know the performance and the health of the server, we have to see in the EM, or will there be any tools?
You can see in the in VM you can see only OS related information, but there are some tools called Oracle Enterprise Manager OEM, that is different products by which we monitor OS and server related information. Or you can see here. So this is showing process CPU load. This process means this Java process is consuming only this much. My system total CPU load is this much, and total physical memory of my system is this much. free physical memory, this is available for use, and this is the swap space and committed virtual memory. This I'll cover in like maybe tomorrow. I'll give description of this one. Swap space is at most important. If there is no swap space left, my objects will not be created. Java language always deals with objects. For any transaction, it will create the objects, and those objects will perform the task. And then once those objects, like we destroy the objects, so that is called garbage collection. Garbage collection means whatever unused objects are there, they will keep consuming the memory. So unused references, those objects can be killed. So we have to deal with like my programming, while programming the application, that time also I can manage those things, how to kill. But Java, why Java is like more popular than C++, because Java does the garbage collection frequently, and it will keep the memory optimum. And here we can do like garbage collection means every time when we restart the servers, it will increase the memory, or manually we can garbage collect. So if you see here, if free percent is 63%, if you click on here garbage collect, this is like our local machine, so it came up to 80%. So what it does, 80% memory is now free for whatever allocated to this server.
Okay.
After some time we are accessing this console, so it will consume some memory, so it will show less. This garbage collect we can do from backend as well in Linux, but here we don't ever select this garbage collect option from console in production environment. Why? Because when you click on garbage collection, my JVM will start that process, and my JVM will consume some resources to execute that. So during that process, my console might be slow. So we don't do this one.
Okay. So then how, like, do we have to do manually in production also?
Manually we don't do. We will define garbage collection algorithm in our start weblogic.cmd. There are some things are there which can be taken care. I'll cover those also, and there we can define. So it will keep those things will keep happening throughout when my server is running.
Okay.
These are the threads. I'll cover this like everything. Every transaction in Weblogic will be executed by Weblogic threads. If there are no threads, that particular transaction will never complete. So these are the threads type. I'll give the like life cycle of threads and more information. And if you come now this security realm, come to security realm. So this is called my realm, and user and groups.
This my realm file we saw in the config.xml file, is that same?
Right. So here in these are the three users got created by default: WebLogic, LCM user, and Oracle system user. If you want to create more, you click on new, and then you can create. So let's click on this WebLogic and see what it does. If you want to change the password, you can change the password from here. Don't change from backend. Generally, we don't change the password. And
okay, so now I can change the password of WebLogic also from here.
Yeah, from here you can change. Or other thing is that you can change from console also, from scripts.
Okay.
Now groups. This is the group. Administrator access is given. These are the groups created here itself. Internal groups. Okay. These are called the internal groups created by domain itself. These are the 8 groups. If you give monitor access, you can't modify. Like you are seeing new option, right? You will not see this one. So let's create one user. I'll keep 2 days session short, and we will meet tomorrow morning.
Okay. Tomorrow morning means what time?
6:30 my timing.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Means today night. Okay. Yeah, for
Yeah.
me today night. 6:30 means 8:30 for me. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. So give whatever password you want to give. I will give welcome one only.
Okay. Okay, fine. Are you able to connect already? I think it's late for you now.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up. I'm just wrapping up.
Okay, no, morning 6:30 is fine for you?
Yeah, it's fine. Actually, tomorrow 9 o'clock I have a sports day for my kids, so I have to go with him. That's why I'm keeping at 6:30.
Okay, okay, fine.
So here, training user, click on this training user, and if you see, there is no groups defined. So I'll define only monitor user, and click on save.
Okay, okay. Oh, understood. So whenever you log in with this user, you can only monitor. You can't do any other actions.
Yeah. So we will now log out and log in with a new user.
Okay. Okay.
Training user. See. Now go to here servers. You are not seeing anything new here. Otherwise, their option was visible. Create new, right? So everything you can monitor. You can't do any changes. So like that, you can explore what are the other groups. I would suggest you create domain and explore this one. Okay.
Okay.
And another thing I want to cover. I gave all local addresses, so I'll give this bio. See, so I'm able to access this one. I can give this also 127.0.0.1. I can give this one also. Let me see if my IP works here, because IP config 120, 192, 168. .0.103. So advantage of giving all local address, I can access that particular console through all the available IPs on that system, even system name, local host, and this IP. If you give only this IP, you can't access with that computer name and all the things. Did you understand?
Yeah, understood.
So we will close today, and we will connect tomorrow morning. And Shiva, are you there? Shiva? Okay, maybe he's sleeping. So we will connect through this one, okay? And I'll inform him also.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yes, you are. So we will meet tomorrow morning 6:30.
Tomorrow morning any?
6:30.
Okay.
So can you give me a call at 6 o'clock?
Hello.
Shiva.
Yes, I will call you 6 o'clock. Don't worry.
Okay. Thanks a lot. So
okay,
Manu, I would request you to go through all the material, whatever we covered yesterday and today.
Okay, fine, sure.
Yeah, thank you.